Hey, so everybody, you know I usually keep this strictly makeup, but I just have a little bit too much on my mind, so I have to share this. Recently, I was just involved in a Instagram drama, which was just completely and utterly unnecessary, but I feel like I need to get it off my chest because putting it on Instagram just is not doing justice right now, and I don't really have anybody else to talk to about this, aside from my one friend I spoke to earlier, that made me feel better. Basically, I've been a long time buyer from this one person called El Capri, and I always thought she had such really cool pieces and great prices, and it turns out that she's been buying all these pieces for really, really like pennies on the dollar and marking them up 4 to 5 times higher. And I acted like a lady at first because, if you know me, I have a bit of a temper. I acted like a lady, and I bought a necklace from another website, and it was $9, and the shipping was like $10, so it came out to $16. She wanted $35 for it. Now, when I first saw it on her page, I wasn't even sure if I wanted it because it was quite a large piece. And I asked her if I could see it on somebody because if you have the product in your hand, you could just put it on and show me, right? But she couldn't do that, and I thought that was a little weird, and I let that go. And then I find out, I posted, and I was like, oh, I finally got this, because I realized I did want it after I saw it on somebody. And she kind of comes to my page, and she's like, I'm so happy for you, and I believed her and thought she was genuinely happy for me. Turns out she wasn't actually happy for me, because she was kind of passive-aggressive, saying, well, I'm happy for you, but I guess you don't need El Capri anymore. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Just because I bought from someplace else doesn't mean I don't want to shop with you anymore. It just really means that, hey, I found it at a cheaper price, and I'm going to go with this. Because sometimes she does have cheaper prices because she just does. But what I don't like about her is that she charges 9% tax, even though tax is only 8.75, well, 8.75% tax, but yet I get charged 9%. I don't understand that. Plus, she charges about $7 for shipping. When the envelope comes, it's a paper envelope with no bubble wrap, and the stamp says $2.30, sometimes $3. So that didn't make any sense to me why I had to pay $10 more, whatever price she had. So the necklace I wanted from her was $35 plus $10 would have been $45, and I got it for $16.99 with shipping and handling, and it came UPS in a bubbled box, not an envelope, and she doesn't offer exchanges or returns, so shady, shady, shady. Got ya. So now I posted that, and she said she was happy for me, like I said, and she said to me, you don't need El Capri. I was like, I still want to shop with you. I think it's kind of your loss if you don't want me to shop with you. She said I took that the wrong way. Then I said I got it at Jewelry Factory. She goes, I wish my company can get products that cheap. And I said, I can look out for you. I can look on Jewelry Factory for you. She was like, pretty much like she didn't need that. And I was like, all right, I understand. And then, long story short, she basically unfollows me from Instagram, which was kind of silly. Oh, and by the way, almost all her pictures for a real long time had the name Jewelry Factory over them, and then she started blurring it out. And she says that the company she was buying from sent her those pictures, and they weren't Jewelry Factory. So I want to know why she's buying from somebody who's buying from Jewelry Factory or stealing Jewelry Factory pictures. That's not slander if you're actually doing it, and I have screenshots to prove it. I'll get on to that. So to make matters worse, once I was onto it, and once she started commenting on my page, I was like, alright, this is a little bit much. So then I posted, you know what, don't buy from her, because if she's going to come to my page and harass me, then I think other people should be aware that she's not only scamming you and marking it up like 4 times the price, but she's also going to come to your page and scam you and yell at you, not yell at you, but like make you feel guilty for buying something from somebody else, and I don't want anybody else to go through that. So I posted it on my page, and then she comes and she starts in me with this. And then I was like, you know what, you're going to keep coming to my page, so I went to her page and I was like, listen, people, don't buy from her. She's a liar. So then she told people that I was just mad that she blocked me, which I really didn't care that she blocked me, and I didn't even know she blocked me. That's right. I had posted on my Instagram that she unfollowed me, and it showed that I was following her, and she came and she was like, oh, we were only deleting people that don't follow us, but you can clearly see in the picture that I'm following her. So she's like a little cuckoo. And then, like I said, I go to her page after I was sick and tired of her coming to mine, and I was like, listen, don't buy from her because she will scam you, and she'll start harassing you, and it's just not fair. And she's telling other people that I'm just mad that she blocked me, which is not true. I really didn't give a fuck that she blocked me. And then she's writing things about my son, that I spend all my makeup on my son, that I take all my money, and that I spend it and on makeup and everything. Yet a lot of time, you guys know this, that I do Influenster, that I do Clout, that I do Swaggable, that I do Beauty Box, boxes, that I do reviews, and I get a lot of stuff for free, and I've never made any illusions about that. In fact, a lot of my stuff says got it free, got it complimentary, etc. And I always let that be known, and if I got it at a discount, I let that be known too, and I always let you guys in on my discounts, don't I? Of course I do. So for her to sit there and say that I spend all my money on makeup and whatnot is really rude, and how dare you bring up my son? That's not professional at all. And then she gets my Instagram account flagged for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that, I don't know, she's mad that I'm exposing the truth. She's saying that she doesn't use Jewelry Factory. Fine, you don't use Jewelry Factory, whatever. I don't understand why your pictures say Jewelry Factory. Bringing in my son's not cool. Coming to my page, harassing me, trying to make me feel guilty, and then when I go to your page, you flag my Instagram? I don't get it at all. And then on top of that, like I said, she makes 2 videos. And she talks about slander and how it's illegal, and she sends me this whole email that seems like she's giving a peace offering. But yet at the very end it says, my husband's in law. Alright, I thought her husband was in the army, but apparently her husband's in law. So she's telling me that's slander, and isn't slander anything that's untrue? I have screenshots and I have everything showing everything that she did. So if I'm just saying what someone did and I have proof to back them up, it's not slander. So for her to come to my page and to email me and start trauma with me, I have been supporting her from day one when she was just making bow ties and really cheap looking cell phone cases. I was posting blog posts for her. I was promoting her. This is when her prices were fair and just, not like $45 for a $3 piece. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, I was promoting her. I was promoting her on Instagram, on my blog, everywhere I could. I even I sent her an email so she can get in the big pink box, and she ignored that. Like, I did everything that I possibly could. I gave her, so much support, and this is what I get. This is what I get as a person when I give somebody support. They wind up screwing other people over. My friend paid $50 for something that was like, what, $7, $10? And that's before taxes. It's crazy. It's not fair. Before taxes and before shipping. So before anyone else gets scammed, please stay away from Shop El Capri Shop, whatever she wants to call herself. I'm not slandering her. And if anybody would like to see any evidence whatsoever, I have a ton of screenshots on here on my phone. Again, I'm sorry that I had to veer away from makeup, but I just needed to get all that off my chest. Like I said, I do get pissed off very easily, I do admit that, but I think it's really unfair when somebody that I support and somebody that I promote and somebody that I tell people about goes and burns a bridge like that with me for no reason whatsoever, because I'm pretty decent and I love promoting small businesses. I mean, I'm not Instagram famous or anything. I got like 2,000 people following me, and I love each and every single one of them. And for her to but if I can get your name out to even just 2,000 people that didn't know your name before, I'm happy to do it. I'm absolutely happy to do it. On my blog, on my YouTube, you name it, I'm happy to do it, and I don't mind. I don't mind purchasing something from you if you have good products and then promoting you. I don't mind doing that. But if you're going to come to me and get mad when I purchase something from somebody else and make it into a whole big thing and then bring in the law, I'm not handling that. I'm not dealing with it, and I think it's wrong. And it's not a peace offering if you're going to tell me, oh, well, I know the law. Not fair. Again, I'm sorry for this rant, but I needed to get it off my chest, and I hope you guys understand.